I once read a blog post about a New Zealander who flew into the deepest jungle of Borneo. He met a local, got introduced to one of the last hunter-gatherer tribes, the Penan, and trekked days into their world. It sounded like the kind of adventure no one does anymore, so, naturally, I had to try it. In the Cameron Highlands, I met a Polish traveler my age. I told him the story, and he simply said, "If you go, hit me up." 1 month later, we met at a remote jungle airport. Tiny, unstable airplane, endless green stretching below us. Landing, we realized, no hotels, no tourist jobs, no plan. Just 3 locals at the airstrip, and us asking if anyone knew a place to stay. 1 hour later, a silent woman in a truck waved us in. She brought us to a guest house, a lush garden overlooking the jungle we'd soon walk into. Over dinner, I told her about the Penan. She smiled. Some of them work here in my garden. The next day, 2 Penan men arrived. Muscular, machetes in hand, grim expressions. They didn't speak English. Our host translated, 3 days to their village, 3 days back. No houses, no food, except what they give you. If something happens, no way out. We hesitated. We were scared. But we said yes. The evening before, we watched the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. Pink, orange and blue melting over the jungle. Next morning, 4:30 a.m., the guides arrived. Machetes, 5 hunting dogs, and 1 man's young daughter. That girl had more stamina than anyone I'd met.
Oh, wow.
She pointed out giant ants, laughed, and kept walking like nothing could stop her. Meanwhile, we were constantly attacked by bees and biting ants. The Penan, unbothered. For them, it's just life. We learned 1 word. Lakau. Go, move, keep walking. We crossed the swaying suspension bridge, clung to ropes over cliffs, climbed slippery rocks. My hiking boots slid on wet wood. The Penan had special jungle shoes with grip. I'm terrified of heights, but the views were too stunning to stop. By nightfall, we reached the lone jungle hut. Insects screamed all around us. The guides warned, "Don't wander, crocodiles." Then they left to hunt. We spent the night alone. Something heavy walked around the hut. No rescue, no phone signal. Only one solution. Pull a sweater over my eyes and pray for sleep. Day 2. The next day, more cliffs, more rope climbs. We slipped into rivers, drenched but lucky. Finally, we arrived. A hidden village. 4 small houses, 1 large. The chief's house. They said, "Chief, English." We waited. Washed in the river, trying not to think about what swam in it. Our sleeping hut was Cockroach City, hand-sized, always aiming for your face. We taped a 1-person mosquito net over both of us and took turns staying awake. The chief finally arrived. He had taught himself English from a dictionary. We ate rice and crisps together. It hit me. We were here, in one of the last hunter-gatherer villages on Earth. And yes, there was also a chained pet monkey screaming nearby. Surreal. Day 3. We started a return journey in thick fog. This time, the chief came with us. He showed us plants they eat, how they keep food fresh, where animals hide. That night, we camped in a shelter built entirely from leaves and wood, cut with machetes. As I sat down, someone yelled, "Stop!" A spider the size of my hands had leaped towards my face. Poisonous, they said. I didn't even see it. Maybe that's the only reason I slept that night. Later, we heard it. A scream. Not human, not animal I knew. The hunters themselves moved closer to our camp. The chief said, "Dangerous animal," or "ghost." Neither was very comforting. Final morning. The last day, we walked through morning light, the jungle fading behind us. Every step felt like closing a book you'll never read again.
What do you mean?
Back at the village, where the plane would take us out, we gave the Penan what money we could. Not much, we were students, but enough to say thank you. I wandered through the small village, camera in hand, the noise of the jungle replaced by the quiet rhythm of daily life. Kids played in dusty paths, smoke drifted from cooking fires, dogs lay in the shade. It felt almost impossible to believe that just days earlier we were deep in the rainforest, sleeping in huts, listening to sounds no one could name. Travel has a way of shrinking and expanding the world at the same time. You leave with stories you'll carry forever, and with questions you'll never fully answer. The Penan live in a balance most of us will never understand, and for a short time we were allowed into it. I left Borneo's heart with muddy boots, 1,000 mosquito bites, leeches, and a deep hope that this place, this untamed fragile paradise, will remain untouched for as long as it can. But after the jungle, I needed the opposite. Sand, salt water, a place where the only thing lurking in the dark might be a crab. And that's exactly where I went next. But that's another story.
Can you eat it?